everyone, it's me. I'm just hopping on to my first video. Wanted to say good afternoon to everyone that's watching, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day. So we're just going to basically share experiences as a first-time mom. That's what my channel is going to be all about. Is there's a lot of things that I've learned that the doctors don't tell you when you have a baby or even before you have a baby that I just kind of want to touch upon. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. If you have any comments or any suggestions, I will always take them as well. One of the first things that I have realized that I did not know, and this will come as a surprise to some people that don't know this, babies are very, very noisy. I did not know this. I have a little puppy dog, I swear. He grunts, he growls, he sounds like a puppy dog. He is the most amazing little guy in the world, but there's definitely times that I'm like, are you okay? Like, what's going on over there? But he's doing really good, which is nice. He was born 5 weeks early, and so he's a premature baby. And with preemies, they always have, the risk of complications, and he has done very well in the fact that, he hasn't had too many crazy complications, and so he's done really well. Another thing that I have learned over the span of a month, because he's a month old, is that babies can poop anywhere between 7 times in a day and once every 7 days. Something that is very surprising to me, because when I think about these things, I'm like, wait, aren't you supposed to go to the bathroom every day, like multiple times a day? But they don't. And so that was one thing that really scared me within his first week of being born, was that he wasn't going to the bathroom. Like, he wasn't pooping all the time. He was wetting his diaper, but he wasn't pooping all the time. So just kind of, be aware of that and know from somebody who experienced this that that is something that happens. They don't poop all the time. Another thing that I have learned about him is just how much they eat. Nobody tells you how much a newborn eats. They tell you, oh, well, their stomachs are really small, they're really small, you don't really have to worry about this, you don't have to worry about that. That's not true. They eat every 3 hours, and they eat a lot. Now, I don't know if I just have a really piggy little boy, because that might be what it is. He eats like 3 ounces every feeding session, but they eat every 2 to 3 hours, and they eat a good amount while they're eating. So that's a big thing too that you have to, kind of keep an eye on too, is just making sure that they're eating enough. And I was breastfeeding when I first had him. I was breastfeeding, and now I'm not breastfeeding because my supply dried up, which is very sad for me, because I tried very hard to get my supply to come in, and I really wanted my supply to come in, but it just didn't, and that's okay. It's totally fine. So he's formula fed, so when you wake up at 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning to go make a bottle, and it's, you're trying to hold your baby and you're trying to make that bottle, it gets kind of hard at times. It really does. And you're sitting there trying to feed them, and you're half awake, and everybody says, there's 2 sides of the fence here. Everybody either says that on one side of the fence, newborns are the easiest stage, and then on the other side of the fence, they say, no, newborn is the hardest stage because you don't get any sleep. And I have to go on the side of newborn is the hardest stage just because of the sleep deprivation. I find myself, really cranky and really tired throughout the day. Never with the baby, thank goodness, but, with other people. I'm trying to keep my patience level in check with other people, because, when you're that tired, you start to realize that you don't have a lot of patience for people your own age. That's the biggest thing that I have had to work on since I had him, is making sure that I have patience for other people. It's not their fault that I am like this by any means. I'm just really, really tired, but there's simple things like going to the doctor's office and asking them for a piece of paper that they're supposed to have, and their response, instead of being, oh, well, let me go grab that for you, their response is, oh, well, let me go see if we still have that. It's like, that's my baby's paperwork, you should still have that. And just simple things like that, things that, most parents would kind of look over, or people in general would look over, but being tired and cranky and wanting to have the best, for your child, things like that kind of can really set you off really fast. So those are some things that I've learned in the first month of him being born. There's plenty of other things that I've learned that I just can't think of right now. But I will be trying to make a video 1 to 2 times a week. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you would, like me to touch upon while I make these videos, go ahead and let me know. If not, I will just be sharing my experiences with my little boy every week because he is growing at a substantial rate. Nobody prepares you for just how fast they grow and just how fast the time passes, but he definitely has grown a lot just in the month that he's been here, and a lot of things have changed about him. So I hope that everybody has a wonderful day, and I will be back here shortly in the next few days or so. Leave me a comment, let me know how I did on my first video, or if there's anything you want me to talk about next time. Have a wonderful day.